Welcome to another episode on our channel. This time I wanted to show you another present toy. It's a younger Robert De Niro. And at the end, we'll bring Al Pacino back so you can see them side by side. So again, present toys, I got a bunch of them because I loved what I saw on the website from Toys Wonderland. It's the same size as the other present toys have been. And if they follow a pattern, they'll have 3 pieces of tape on here. And 1, oh, it came off easy. 2, and yep. All right, so I'm going to pull it out. It actually has, the plastic is very substantial. It's going to protect a box, and here is the box. I'm so thankful it opens the way it does. I'm so thankful it opens a certain way, and it doesn't have that circular sticky thing on various ends that you have to get off. So that's definitely an advantage here. I like the smaller box. It's environmentally more friendly and I think fiscally more savvy. If it's like the other present toys, it's also going to have only a few accessories, which again doesn't bother me if I'm going to pay a lower price for an item. The prices on figures are really becoming out of this world, it seems. All right, so we have the figure. I'm kind of disappointed with the head. Maybe I'll change my opinion after we get him set up, but it's not as nice as the picture seemed to me. Okay, maybe a close-up will, again, also change my mind. We'll see. But he has some nice pants, shoes, a jacket, and so forth. What's this? Oh, he does have a hat. That actually may help as well, but put it off to the side first. But it's a cap. You know, just like a wool cap or something like that. Made out of cotton. Oh, stand. Yeah. So again, it has the name flat against the stand. And of course let's hope this goes on easy. Might have to turn around here and try it again. There we go. Success. It's always a challenge. So Vito, Corleone right here. Okay. What else do we have in here? Okay. Same thing. 2 sets of hands. All right. So we've got the one that would be like trigger fingers right here. And we have 2 other hands that would hold things tighter right there. I think you can see them. Okay. So we saw the hat. Okay, so this looks to be like a button. I'm sure it is a button. In the movie, if the Godfather pressed a button, his foot soldiers had to do whatever was commanded. Usually it would be like a murder. So I guess that's symbolic of that, I would assume, because it sure looks like a button. And it doesn't look like it belongs on his coat or anything. So that's probably what that signifies. This is olive oil, a can of olive oil. So in the movie, the Corleone family ran an olive oil business as a front for all their illegitimate, businesses that they were doing. So that probably represents that. Nothing else there. Oh, of course, we have to have a gun. And so this is it's a revolver. You can see from that end. The cylinder moves. That's kind of cool. I don't want to really push the trigger or pull on it. It could actually break it. These things sometimes can be very fragile, but that's kind of cool. So he has a revolver, and that's just gel and a towel. Okay, so if you were trying to muffle the sound of a gun, you would probably wrap this maybe around your arm and as much as you could around the gun so that it wouldn't, it would hopefully soften the shot, the sound of the shot. Okay. And it feels like a towel. It's kind of cool. I think that is it. There's silicone or silica gel in here, but that doesn't matter. Okay. So again, very few accessories, but I love that because I'm not going to put on a ton of accessories onto a figure. It's kind of silly to do that sort of thing. So we'll pause now and we'll put them together and then we'll do some tighter close-ups and finally get a close-up of his face. Now that I have the hat on and put the gun in his hand and have had a chance to look at him, I like more and more of what I see. The shoes are great. The pants are nice fitting. The jacket, notice again, it's not bulky and heavy hanging off the person. It's well formed in terms of fitting this particular figure. The hat is great as well. It fits. The gun is perfect. I'll turn it slightly, not much to see again from the back, but first we'll kind of look at him from this side. And then get him with a more direct view at the camera. And with that hat, he is definitely looking more like a younger Robert De Niro. Yeah. So we'll pause and get an even tighter close-up of him. So we can turn him slightly so you can see the profile of him. I love that hat, actually. All right, and then we have him facing the camera. Yeah, that hat really makes a big difference, I think. Why don't we pause now and get a real tight close-up of his face? Yeah, now with the close-up, I'm seeing more of Robert De Niro in the face, especially when I move the cap above the eyebrows slightly. It's not perfect, but I think they latched onto something here. I see it in the eyes especially. Again, it may not be perfect, but it's not that bad, really. I love the clothing. Again, I love the hat. I love the small details of the towel, the olive oil, the button. Yeah, it works for me. Okay, so let's take a slight pause and we'll take one last look at him. So Robert De Niro played Vito Corleone as a young man and then became a Godfather and the Godfather was played by Marlon Brando when he was older. So we'll pause a second. Normally we would close up here, but I want to bring Al Pacino back in and tell you a little bit more about the movie. So here's Vito Corleone, who grew up to be the Godfather. And when he stepped down from his position, his son, Al Pacino, became the Godfather. So if you haven't seen The Godfather, you may want to watch the series. Anyway, this is our last look at both these figures. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.